Hey everybody, it's Bob, and I am in my garage. So, after my last video, I said the summer is going to be tough. One of the issues that I had was just finding inventory. Well, the day after I made that video, I got a phone call of an estate that needed to be cleaned out right away. It was a difficult situation because I actually had a vacation plan for the end of the week. They called me on a Thursday. I was leaving the following Friday, which gave me less than a week to entirely clean out this estate. But I said, oh, I'll go out and take a look at it. And because of time shortages, I screwed up. I agreed to take it. They paid me basically a little less, maybe half of my cost of moving it. And problem was the person who actually owned the estate, the trustee, was in Alaska. So by the time I got papers up to him, got them signed, got them back, there's no way I would have been able to do the job. So we just did a verbal agreement over the phone, and that was my mistake. I'll never do that again. In the end, I wound up with a family member that wasn't even family of the person who died, that was in town, happens to live here in town, that was helping out, that decided that any personal items, because I agreed to return personal items such as Social Security cards, birth certificates, family photos, typical stuff like you'd return with a storage unit. So all those get returned, not anything that had sentimental value, just items that was unsellable to me, but I could return to the family. Well, she decided that meant anything that she could look up on eBay that had any value whatsoever became a personal item. So she wound up taking a bunch of stuff out of the estate after I'd already assessed it, and then continued to take stuff while I was actually moving the estate. So we went from what I was expecting to try to turn into a 5-day job to a 3-day job. And it was a complete and total disaster. But in order to do that, what I would typically do is at the estate, I would sort everything. So I'd come home with boxes that this is going to go to eBay, this is going to go to here. Whatever's going to go to the thrift store, since we had a thrift store only a mile from this house, we took everything straight to that thrift store, including 95% of the furniture. The rest of the furniture I put all the furniture on Facebook Marketplace for nothing. I had like a couch for $10. I had a 1800s display cabinet I had $50 on. I mean, it's $400 display cabinet in an antique store all day, every day. But I just sold it dirt cheap because I want to get rid of it. I don't have a place to store it. My garage is packed full. I have a storage unit right now that's actually full of stuff. Half the stuff in my garage is actually stuff that's already been listed for sale. And the storage unit's furniture I can't seem to move. But so anyways, I cleaned out the furniture, took all the stuff to the thrift store. Everything else I thought might have value just got thrown in boxes and brought home. A lot of things that did have value, unfortunately, got sent to the thrift store. Like he had a collection of books by an author. They were all paperback. Each book was maybe $4, $5. They're all mint, pristine condition. Unfortunately, those did get thrown in the thrift store box. And I think there's maybe 40 of them. I could have lotted those up into 10 for $25 a piece. That's $100 in books that I just sent to the thrift store. I don't have room for it. It is what it is. I didn't have time. I still expect to make money, but what we're going to do is basically everything that's down here in this pile came from that estate. This is I think there's a grand total of 5 boxes plus all these movies. Let's talk about these pictures here in just a second, amongst other things. So we're going to go through all that. We're going to figure out what we got, and I'm going to show it to you right now. First thing we got that I'm going to show you is all these movies. These are DVDs. I wasn't terribly excited about them when I first saw them, but the upside is I think some of these might actually do pretty well. I mean, we do have some movies like The Jungle Book, but we also have some sets that might sell well, like Walker Texas Ranger, We have the Robert Mitchum film collection. We have Matlock, the first season. And there's a lot of like Chuck Norris. This guy, apparently, I figured this out about 3/4 of the way through, was really big into karate and karate style stuff, so some of that might work. We got Rockford Files. I'm kind of looking at the market on these. I don't see a lot of market on eBay, but might try these on Whatnot first. I won't be doing Whatnot wholesale again. I tried that once. I got a bunch of patches recently, and I tried to wholesale them. Actually, a little less than wholesale on Whatnot, and I had one gentleman that was really interested in them, but generally speaking, didn't do too well. We also have stuff like John Wayne, a lot of John Wayne in here, and like these old westerns. So, more John Wayne. But so I'm thinking this might do well. Tom Selleck and his Western collection. This might do well with like an older group. And so I think I'm going to try these on Whatnot first, and then figure out if I can do anything with them on eBay. In the end, I'm not really sure. These may wind up going to local thrift store again. I do not know. But we have the Bowie, Humphrey Bogart, and Bacall, Lauren Bacall collection. The Rodgers and Hammerstein collection. That's going to have like Sound of Music, Carousel. So a lot of this looks to be like 50s, 60s style music, or 70s and 60s and 70s westerns. So we'll see how all that does. It's going to be these are going to be interesting. I've never actually had this type of video before. Next up, we got all this artwork. Now, this is what's really interesting is I had so many issues with this family member telling me this is a personal item, that's a personal item, blah, 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 blah. Almost all this artwork was, I do believe, an aunt who painted it. Nobody wanted it. This is all junk. So as far as like a personal item goes, if they would have said, hey, we really want the photos or want the pictures, I'd been more than happy, because I know that these came from a family member, but they knew about them. They didn't want them. And what's surprising is these actually aren't bad paintings. I mean, these look to be oil or acrylic, I don't know. But, you know, definitely no Picasso, but not terrible either. So we got quite a few of these. Unfortunately, even has the original card of the artist, and this one they charged $250 just for this one. So I don't really sell art anymore. I actually liquidated even my high-end stuff. So I might throw this on Facebook Marketplace for a week or two. Whatever sells, sells. Whatever doesn't sell, whatever doesn't sell will actually wind up going to the local thrift store. So again, it's too big, too expensive, too much difficulty. And this is like oil on board. This is actually a different family member. Same last name. Nope, same family member, Coon. But again, as you can see, these aren't actually bad paintings. Some of them actually like myself. This photograph's in there. We actually took all the artwork off the walls in this particular one. Didn't really want it. But they needed it cleaned out, so here it is. I like this one. This is an old logging photo. It's nothing too expensive or special. We may wind up keeping that. Apparently, yeah, this family member did have some issues painting people, but still, I've seen worse. And these frames are actually expensive frames. This I gotta figure out. This is a silk. Sorry about the glare. Not sure what that mark is. There we go. But it's a embroidered silk photo. Gonna have to do some research on this, figure out if it's anything. The frame, this is just a cheap Michaels frame for like 10 bucks. So taking that out of there is not gonna be a big deal. It's nothing. This is just a photo, frame photo. It's marked Hall of Frames on the back, and what they do is they frame those up just like some sort of stock photo, and they sell them cheap. So it's nothing too exciting. This one's Lesson 8, the Shack, Bavarian Homestead. And so Lesson 8, is this going to be, this almost reminds me of like a Bob Ross type of photo, but not quite. But again, these are all framed. And the framing is actually what kills you. Everybody wants them framed to buy them, but then they don't want to pay to ship them when they are framed. So, sort of a terrible situation. This one, you're gonna get the blower because this one is actually really dusty. Dustiest one in the whole house, apparently. This one's actually dated 1978. I don't think this one's bad. Most of them are dated in the early 2000s, and this one goes all the way back to 78. So, same name. I'm gonna have to see if they're listed or anything, and if there's something, if her artwork is then it might, anything special, then I might try to find an art auction to consign it to. My plan was to hold this for 3 months, make sure nothing came up and we had no issues with them, and then I was going to sort this. Problem is we're having really bad monsoons this year, and because of how bad they are, my garage is actually leaking. The bottom of this box has gotten wet. So instead of waiting 3 months and hoping everything survives, we're just going to sort it now. If there's a problem, we'll deal with it later. It has been a few weeks, and I haven't heard anything from anybody. In this box, and again, very little garbage going to be in these. We did try to sort all the garbage out prior to this, so we're basically going to be splitting this between eBay items, whatnot items, and thrift store items. So items we don't want to sell on eBay or whatnot are going to go to thrift store, but we'll see. First thing up is 2 power cables. One is a sound bar, the other is a DVD VCR combo. I'll show you those here in a bit, but do need to keep these handy because that's the power cords for them. Most of this I've not looked into. This is a Wilmar 15-piece drop forge socket set, made in Taiwan. So problem is the weight may make it so I can't sell this on whatnot, but this is definitely not an eBay item. Here's socket set. It's a Taiwan, so it was, even when this was brand new, it was really low end. So this actually might wind up going to thrift store. Lead-free Mexico dish. I'm gonna try it on whatnot. Meffersburg and Bodensee. It's a, I have no idea what that mark is. God dang it. Gosh dang it. Okay. There you go. But it's just a little miniature stein. Salt Marsh Pottery. Portsmouth, Massachusetts. A1. I mean, the way it's marked, it says starfish back here. The way it's marked, I mean, it's for hanging on the wall. Oh, there we go. It's for hanging on the wall. And the way it's marked, it looks like it's something good. It is pottery. So we got this little Chinese, like Japanese, I don't know. This isn't marked anywhere, so definitely be going to whatnot. This is rainbow stoneware. Now I know that some of this stuff can actually sell well. I have to look it up. I think I got multiple pieces of this, and that could go to eBay potentially. Glass Pyrex 508 measuring. It's in perfect condition, needs good washing. Got a bunch of shot glasses here. It's like an Anchor Hawking Idaho shot glass. a New York shot glass, Yellowstone shot glass, an Alaska shot glass. This is just like that Idaho one. Beautiful British Columbia, Victoria shot glass. Just some trees. New Hampshire. Sorry guys, trying to. San Diego. This is San Diego Zoo. This one might do a little better. Porta Pensacola or Rocky Point. Next up we got these bowls. These are actually plastic, I think. No? Just a really, really, like, I don't know. They sound plastic to me. But they are signed. Visgard, I don't know. I'll have to look these up. Two glasses. I think they're called sake glasses. This is 1960s, 1970s Japan. Eco. I can see the pattern name in the back, but it's not there. Speaking of that, I did do the video for silverware. It is done, but I lost one of these major pieces to the center of it, so I'll have to re-record that. That's the Echo bottle opener. One thing I did see that was cool, I wish there would have been more of, but this is a Cutco spatula. I know this isn't going to have a lot of value, but it should still sell for a few bucks. Two more of those Asian glasses. Shot glasses, we got Newport, Rhode Island, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, Snoqualmie Falls, Washington. If you guys never been there, that's actually really pretty. Alaska. Got this Far Side mug from 1983. I think all the mugs went to Goodwill. I just like this one because of its age. It's got spoon marks on the inside of it. A couple more of these Mexico lead-free bowls. The plate is the same thing. He had some stuff that was not Native American artifacts, but it was Native American made. It's the best way to put it. And I don't know what the hell this is. It looks like a drum head. I think there's a drum somewhere around here. We also got this bag. This is supposed to be old Christmas decorations. A couple of cool things I thought were in here are these old glass bulbs. Traditional glass ornaments. I don't think they're broken, but they do have a barcode on the back. So they're not as old as I was originally thinking. The rest of it is... this is all going to the thrift store, I think. It's just some Christmas decorations, nothing too exciting. Again, apparently he was a small portion Native American, so he liked to have a lot of Native American stuff. I got this little box. This is more of those Christmas decorations. I thought these were cute. They're like little umbrellas. It is a missing one though. And again, we got the barcode. We got some more magic ones. And there's some long ones like this in there. These are the glass ones. That's a tree topper. Most of this is going straight to the thrift store. Next up is this rainbow stoneware again. But we have the creamer and sugar. So I got this blanket. These are like $10, $15 blankets a lot of times. Another piece of that made in Mexico. This is going to go on whatnot. This is another interesting thing. This is a candle holder. It's wood. It's hand turned. A lot of John Wayne movies are all VHS. These will definitely thrift store. Another one of those bowls. This is a large quail mug, probably from the 70s. I'm gonna look that one up. We'll see. A miniature sombrero. So this is a 3, 4, and 5 minute timer. Here's another one of those wooden hand-turned candle bases. This is one of those souvenir store guys on the toilet reading a newspaper, made out of nuts and wire. Another mug, so we got 2 of those. This is a cool older salt and pepper shaker set. We got this little teeny mug, but it had Bunch of square nails and an old railroad spike in it. Ugh. And Scott Seed Farm Pomeroy, Wisconsin keychain pocket knife. Weird picture. Don't know. It's for hanging on the wall. Don't know what it is. Actually, that might be Dutch Harbor. Church up in Dutch Harbor, Alaska. Wicker basket. John Deere. It's a John Deere tractor, but the tag says Garfield County Style Tricycle 1956 model. What do we got here? So we got a Case Logic. It is loaded with CDs, Buddha recordings, Merle Haggard, a Winter Solstice. So I may just throw this whole thing with all the CDs in it onto Whatnot. Next up is a brass candle holder. A bunch of thank you cards. A bunch of them are new. Just assorted stuff. There's another candle holder, so now we have a match pair. These are Saucony shoes, but the soles were really nice. Women's Walker's ear protection, earmuffs for shooting. Another wooden candlestick, and whatever this vase is, which I actually think is wood, painted black and with gold leaf on it. Got this pressed glass. I don't know. I want to call it a cup, but okay. Again, that's going to definitely be going to Whatnot. This is a Anchor Hawking. This is a large measuring cup. If this doesn't have value on eBay, this is another item. It's going to be too heavy to sell on Whatnot. People just aren't going to want it because of the shipping cost. So if this doesn't have any actual value on eBay, this is going straight through a store. Small extension cord. This is an old Skill electric drill with a paddle bit, but this is an old one. This is a, I don't know. I mean, it's got built-in batteries, 7.2 volts. So, and the charger's not here. Box of staples, which I'll keep. I usually keep all those. So now we got some wood screws, some double grip nails. Again, probably just keep these. This is a Drill Master, which is Harbor Freight brand electric drill. All right, here's that crab again, and he's holding a salt and pepper shaker. Isn't that cool? This is a pair of Philips Natural Light 3-way bulbs. So you got 50, 100, and 150 watt bulbs. Always check these before you get rid of them. And these are both new. I gotta look these up on eBay. A lot of times on eBay, those 3-way bulbs sell for $8 to $10 a piece. Here's the lid. So that is no longer a cup. Jacobs, this is brand new. This is a key chuck. This is actually a really neat little, it looks like a cup. It's made of cherry. It even says right there on the bottom, and there's a tag on the inside, and it is signed. So this again was made by a family member. This is a Royal Porcelain Kingdom of Thailand. This is a little mini jar. That's a Whatnot item all day long. Just a little wood bowl. We got 2 hatchets. Problem is this one's got a torn, the rubber on it right here is torn. So this would be a garage sale item. I might try to sell it on Whatnot. I know I'm going to start pushing that no weapons rule on Whatnot with that. So I don't know. We'll see. This one's a genuine hickory axe. It's Pittsburgh, so this is going to be Harbor Freight brand. Set of Pittsburgh 1/2-inch drive, 10-piece chrome deep wall sockets. This ugly mirror, world's ugliest mirror. It's got dowels and it's just ugly, folks. Straight ugly. Don't know how else to put it. This is a neat little, nice little J.A. Henkel's paring knife. I can sell this on eBay. Just needs a good washing. Also, these are super nice to have. This is a Coleman filter funnel with the filter inside, and it even says Coleman. The aluminum ones are so much better than the plastic. This is this strand of, I don't know. It says 6-strand chevron something cotton rayon black wool. Kumihimo? I don't know. But it's just a strand of bells. One nice thing he did have was he did have some okay knives. This is Hinkle scissors. Problem I have with these scissors all the time is my hands are too big for these stupid little holes. So if my hands fit in these, I'm keeping the scissors. And we just got a couple knives. Now these knives can be anywhere from 10 bucks a piece to $30 a piece. These are probably going to be on the lower end, just looking at the handles. And this is another piece, myrtle wood with purple hearts. So that someone actually did inlays in here. Because if you look on the inside, you can see the inlays. I am going to sand this down, clean all this crap off of it because there's a ton of crap on it. And then I'm going to use some wood restorer on it. And I might just beeswax it though. I don't know yet. This one, same thing. It's got inlays all the way around. And again, was not taken care of. This is thing in here says Brazilian rosewood. I don't have any reason to doubt it, but again, it's not attached down, so I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, this one's signed and dated 1980. This is a neat dial accord, so this is for dialing a chord on guitar. This is copyright 1968. And then we have the Blue Blinga Africa. And I'm assuming that's the wood. Kept all the shirts simply due to the fact that the t-shirts, I think a lot of these are going to wind up going to trash, become rags, or a thrift store. It's like a Puma, a Gildan. It's a karate shirt, 47th Annual Western States Karate Championship. Canyon de Chile t-shirt, October 2005, 41st Annual Karate Championship. That's 2008 Karate Championship. This is the 2004 40th anniversary. And most of it's on the back. Come on. I don't know. Cantonance of Power. Just trying to flip through these real quick. 36th Annual. But this is just a Mexican tourist shirt. So, but it's a Tabasco. So I thought that one was kind of neat because more karate, 2010. This is the one thing that might have some value. Gonna have to look it up. The belt is still in the thing. This is a silk robe. Here's the thing, I can't read the tag on it. No idea. But has this print on the back. And this is a full-on robe with a belt. There's a lot of discoloration up around the top of it. And then the sleeve has another orange dragon on it. So this could actually have some value to it, and I'll need to look that up. That's that box. Well, let's move on to the next one. So next thing we got was this Raccoon Vases Sculptor Furniture. There's the tag on it. This is a large ceramic piece. Definitely Native American style. Not a clue about it. Haven't been able to find anything on this one. I actually did look it up. This might wind up going on Whatnot. See if I can at least get $1 out of it. But let's hit this box real quick. Been saying we're gonna do that. This is just an old handkerchief. I think we put the handkerchiefs in here as padding, and some of them looked older, so we'd keep them just to check out later. It's the bottom of the pant leg. Next up is a knot tying, 50 knots needed to know. I think it's a little book in here. It is, it's a book. It has, actually it's cards, some knots, some dowels to tie onto, and a string. Neat little kit. Some more of these handkerchiefs, another pant leg, little miniature lock. Did you guys get to see that? Don't know. We'll put it back in there. We got this watch. It's a Long Irons, not sure. It's a date watch. 1992 Perkin Elmer President's Club. I know he worked for this company for a long time. This is $100, $100 Treasures of Montana. Probably just souvenir piece. Kind of cool though. We got some buttons in here. Here's an old mouth harp. I haven't seen one of these in a long time. Did you know that some of these actually have silver in them? I was told that they did make a few out of silver. Hard to find, very expensive, but that was cool. Thought this was great. This is an old Ffa Ring. Just base metal, nothing exciting, but yeah, I think it's brass, but FFA. Not sure what this is. You put something in here and then little cuts right through it. I think it might be a cigar cutter. I think it's for like small cigars, but thought it was kind of cool. Again, nothing exciting. This is an old top lighter. I just sold 3 Zippos recently for $350. So we'll probably be doing a video on those soon. These are collar tips. So these go on the tips of your Western shirt, and then you just screw them down, and it gives you that Western style look. Some of those can be silver too, those aren't, but just a bead necklace, nothing exciting. We got some buttons, some tacks, nothing else really great in here other than what's in this box. What's in this box? So, double-headed snake ring. It is marked on the inside, but as you can see, there's a lot of copper coming through right here, so I don't think it's anything too exciting. I can't read any of the writing whatsoever, so I think it's probably just an old display ring. Probably just its value is going to be in its age more than it's anything else. So that is what's in the box. A few hours since we did that last box, and I just moved to the other side of the house where the sun has moved behind the house, so we're going to be in the shade. So it's going to be a lot easier to do this. So another thing that came out of there was we just loaded up this suitcase that we found. A couple of the things we found is the Arizona cookbook. I've actually sold this exact book before. And then microwave connection cookbook. That's not going to have any value. NRA members wild game cookbook. This is going to be a good one. This will sell pretty easily. And classic barbecue and grilled cookbook. So these are manuals. Panasonic manual. I actually have all these items, so like the sound base, the remote. I actually need to keep all these out. Number 1, take the batteries out of them. Number 2, just to put them with the item they go with. This is interesting Tabasco shirt. It's actually Tabasco branded. It's just got Tabasco bottles all down it. Have a neat shirt. SP. What the heck? This is a case or something. No idea. Charles Russell. These are like postcards. Looks like this box. Robert Talbot tie. Pocket sex guide, the Serenity Runes book, and just some little house decorations. This is all gonna basically go to whatnot. These are just kind of loose, roaming around. This is a pair of Caldwell shooter's muffs. Yeah, Caldwell. They seem to be in pretty good condition. No batteries in them, which is a good thing, because especially since they've been in my garage for a while. But yeah, these should actually sell for a few bucks. We got this big box. This is a big old box of books. This is where I learned this guy was so into martial arts and stuff. So some of these may be really good, some may not. We'll have to look them all up. Art of Strategy, Chief Timothy. Not sure. Edge of the Sea of Cortez. So some of these are really interesting. I'm not going to waste my time. You know, you guys don't care. But there's quite a few books in here. Some karate books. There's some glossy paper. I see some Bibles. An old chemistry book. A couple Bibles. The Bibles might be worth some money. I think I saw more of these somewhere. The Best of Karate books. This is 1 and 2. Or no, I'm sorry, 3 and 4. But I think there's some more of these someplace. I'm just not sure where. This is just a framed piece of glass. That was really weird. It's looks like it's glued in. Not really sure what the significance is. Another piece that's kind of interesting is this. This is an old cattle brand. It's JH. Don't know. Gonna have to look it up. It's definitely got some wear. This isn't. I would say this probably isn't super old, but just kind of neat brand. So first up's this Kodak Analyst 700 and Analyst 800. Sorry, Perkin Elmer ruler. But it's got like these film cells in it. I have no idea. Kind of neat. Not sure how that got on there, but that's just nothing but a clipboard. Schaefer Calligraphy Classic. We did find some vintage pens. 128 gigabyte scan disk card. A Native American style belt buckle. A Casio HR ATM miniature calculator. This is a stainless steel letter opener. It's a vintage letter opener. Chisel, probably just keep that. Dymo 1610 label gun. A VTech base for a phone. Here are some really interesting papers I think I saw. No idea what that's supposed to be. But join the Pistol Club, drink still 2. What you hear again, another half-hour shot to hell. How do I know what she wants? She can't speak a word of English. Dirty little jokes. Let's see. There was a couple things that this isn't what I thought it was. I'm an alcoholic. In case of emergency, please buy me a beer. A message from Santa's. I don't know. I'll look through these. I'm just kind of flipping through them really quick. I'm not even going to show that one. We have this micro cassette recorder in here. And this had a foam lining. Looks like the foam's completely disintegrating. But here's the thing. The Melody Berry, I don't know. These mini cassettes that are in here, I don't even know what's on them. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care. So this doesn't seem to work. So what I will do is just take these cassettes and let the family figure out if they want them. I'm going to send them back to them. They can have them. If there's something good, they can keep them. And all 4 of them are in here. If not, then they can get rid of them. It's a pair of Mario Bruni shoes. Men's shoes. I have no idea if they're worth anything. I'm gonna have to look those up. Pens. A lot of people underestimate pens. Do not do that. Do not be one of those people. This is actually a mechanical pencil. It's a vintage one. There's a brand on there. I can't read it, but I can clean this up. It's pretty neat, nice mechanical pencil. It's got those three gems in the little thing. I just don't see a name on the outside. But some of these can actually go for really good money. This is a really nice scarf. It's a men's scarf, 100% silk. It's got an RN number on it, which might help me look it up, but there's no brand name on it. Clip and clip, 11 by 14 inch glass frame. There's two of these here. Moccasins, I guess is what you call them. Let's see here, I got the pair, but they got this little on the side, and then this is like a rawhide sole, but it's flexible. I got the pair of them. I don't see any tags or anything on them. And like something's written in Sharpie on the inside. This is Japan Airlines, and that's kind of cool. It's a pair of slippers from Japan Airlines. Huh? I wonder if they give these to you on the. I mean, did they give these to you on the plane so you could like sleep or something? I don't know. Kind of weird. But slippers from the airlines. Wow. Oh, this is probably a joke. Ku Klux Klan versus Knights of Columbus, sponsored by the Jewish Relief Fund for the advancement of colored people. Basketball game, yeah, March 17, 1959. Coffee served by Mormons, admission $1. That's good. We have, this is a pair of vintage scissors. Don't count these out. This is a pair of old clean cuts. Old scissors can actually bring some money. These probably won't. The tip is chipped off, and then the inside is kind of a little miniature flashlight by Coast. Again, check the flashlights. I've sold flashlights for 75 to 80 bucks a piece. 100th anniversary United Methodist Church. Probably has little to no value. The little deer candle. So probably a whatnot item. Just some kind of tapestry thing. It looks to be Asian from the writing over here on the side. We did try to just throw any clothing that looked interesting in there. Most of it went straight to the thrift store. This is a Cortana Italia. It's a acrylic and wool sweater. A Brandini Italian, and this acrylic wool also. Kind of a neat little sweater. Next up is for this thrift hostel or interhostel and educational travel experience for mature adults. It's actually a backpack. So it unzips, not a backpack, but a duffel bag. So it unzips into a duffel bag. Next up is this Boot Barn boot remover. Still got the original tag on it for $19.99. Dennis the Menace. Now we have a major spine issue on this, but I thought this was cool. I did see this one. It's a 1952, and there's definitely some issues with it, but it's still in pretty good shape. It is Rider tarot cards. Now, a lot of people scoff at like tarot and stuff, but I've sold decks of tarot cards for as little as $10, and I sold one for $120. This is just a Seward, Alaska. It's a snapback cap by AutoCap. I don't think it's that old. BM 9000 tri-mode web browsing phone by AudioVox. Sometimes these manuals, you need to look them up. You find manuals. I don't recall seeing this. It may be in here somewhere. But sometimes manuals can sell for 15, 20, 30 bucks. PHS 1956 50th class reunion. Kind of put together on the low end type of situation. This will go back to the family. So this is Bulldog. They typically make holsters. So this brand is, I know Bulldog is known for their holsters. So this is probably like an ammo carrier or something. See if I can figure it out. It's got holes on the bottom and stuff, so see if I can figure it out. If it's worth anything, then definitely resell that. Next is this Christmas wreath. Very colorful, very jingly. That will be a whatnot item. They do grab belts. Everybody I have that works for me grabs belts. At first I kind of wondered why they grabbed this one. It feels cheap. It's like fake leather, but it is got the interior hidden compartment, so that might have some value. They've got a couple fishing lures. This is the Laser Eye Offshore Angler Saltwater Series. Big old lure. It's about 6 to 8 inches long. New in the package. And then the other one is a Sexy Spoon Strike by Strike King. And kind of looks like a trout. And again, that's probably 5 inches long. Next up is this tie pin. It's got a little stone in it. Pretty sure that's 10K gold filled. So yeah, it looks like a gold filled tie pin. Here's a Picket slide rule. It's one of the smaller ones. Slide rules do sell. There are some that sell for good money. Most don't. Next up, a pair of gloves. Like nice gloves. They got like very stretchy. They're lined. Here we go. 80% nylon, spandex. We got a fishing reel. This is a Zebco 33. This is a converter set for plugs, so if you like go to Europe or Australia or something, you can plug your stuff in still. Those are a dime a dozen. Pair of boots, and these are REI Monarch GTX boots. They're really dusty, really dirty. Can easily be cleaned, but they're a size 12, which is good. That last box, when I found the thing for the drum, here's the drum. So we do have the drum and the mallet, so I just gotta put those together. Last item in this box is from Topine Manufacturing, Paramount, California. It's a bicycle cover for ladder mounted bicycle carriers. That's this leather jacket. This is from Leathers, Diamond Leathers, size large jacket. Let's see if, oh, the heck with it. There we go. This is a Native American style leather jacket. It's got all the fringe and the shoulder straps, and I don't know how much that you can see, but it's a leather Native American style leather jacket. Again, that okay. Next box. A little bit of everything here, it looks like. So Outback style hat, I think it is. It's by Bailey. Something we're gonna have to look up. CMR Russell Museum booklet. This is pretty. This is definitely a crystal vase. Downside to it is there's no markings on it. Next up, same box, we're just moving around, is the karate book. It's got a really loose spine in it. It's definitely an older piece, older book from 1960. This is more of those books I was talking about, the karate style books too. These I doubt they have a lot of value, but I'll put them in 4 or 5 and mod them up that way and sell them like that. DeGrazia. No. Oh, well, here we go. And this one's signed. So, it's pretty cool.
Conversations with the Master. Alright, we got this little lunch bag. It's gonna be a whatnot item, pretty sure. This is Periolis. Nah, this isn't. Let's see, what's this sweater? This is a Bullocks. This is old. Made in Hong Kong expressly for Bullocks. Extra large, 100% wool sweater. That actually might be something good. That looks like a knee brace. I think someone thought it was a holster. Just another manual. Again, don't throw away the manuals. Look them up before you get rid of them. This is another one of those family photos that nobody wanted. This is a pretty little glass. Oh, this is from the Queen Mary in Long Beach, California. This is actually specifically for whatnot. It's kind of cute. It's just cow with an udder. But yeah, that's going to go on whatnot. These are actually really helpful. These are to keep, but what they are is put them on a shelf, so they're about half the height of a usual shelf. Gives you a little bit more storage. Next up is this pair of reclaimed wood. They are vases. I just broke the glass on both of them. Probably gonna go on whatnot. For those Mexico plates from earlier. Tipsy Toad pub sign. A collection of assorted CDs. Looks Willie Nelson, Ivor Alvarez. Nothing too great. This is like a scroll saw work with an eagle. It's going to be a whatnot item. Another one of those Mexican pieces. Crystal candle holder. Rune, I don't know. Some sort of elephant that's dated November 27th, 1996. Another one of the handmade bowls. I did like this one. This is like a little handmade box that opens up. It's a neat one. Factory sealed VHS, which is magnificent lovemaking. Well, this is a vintage brass tea strainer. So, put your tea in there, dip it in, and you can just pull it out by the chain. Doubt it's worth that much, but who knows. This is a leather punch for punching holes in like leather and stuff. This is a Netarts Table Factory Myrtle Wood Seagull, and it's got a little thing to hang right on the wall right there, and it is CLB, whatever that means. This is a set of coasters. The other one, let's see, I know the other one's in here. There it is. So, because I remember seeing these on the thing, but they say HL on them, just a set of wood coasters. I'll put some wood restore on them, make them, it will make them pop. If I can figure out what that HL is, bucks. PBS, Jazz. Sometimes these sets can be actually be worth money. PBS has a good reputation, and when you go to sell stuff like that on PBS, that's PBS. It can actually be worth more money than you'd think it would be. Country music, again, PBS. Chinese folk paper cuts. These are going to have to get looked up. These might be great. They might be junk, but they're I don't even know what they are. I'm gonna have to look them up, try to figure that one out. I got there. So next shirt. Now this is I cleaned out the closet, so this is a Wrangler. This is a snap front shirt, Western style snap front shirt. Those shirts can actually do pretty good. Next up, what's up? Tri-Mountain extra large jacket from ISKF Western region. Not sure if there's anything to that. We'll look it up. Do you like this one? Pendleton wool. And this is a snap front shirt. It's a wool shirt. Really nice condition, high grade Western wear. And it's long on top of it, so that always helps. Next in the box is the Club Room shirt. This is 100% cashmere, size large. So we're gonna have to look that up, see if that's good. Cashmere can be good. And this one, Native American style, eagle on the front, a big eagle on the back. Again, don't know if this is worth anything, but we will look it up. Lastly is another one of those Bowie things, but this thing that came off the Bulldog. That's that Bulldog logo. So that's it in this box. We'll go to the next one. Okay, everybody, this is the final box. Ash is with me now. This is the next day. Not sure why this made it in here. Just a Russell Athletic tank top. Then we got butterflies. We did get a few shoes. These are Johnston and Murphy Cole Haan shoes, but he just didn't buy a lot. These boots are Dan Post boots. I know these got some value to them, but they do have some wear, especially on the tips of the toes here. There's a booby showing, so we'll cover that up. Kind of a neat vintage style picture. So this is a Ffa Japan. It's I think these are called, I think they're for sake, because I got the two little glasses. Just this little basket. It's got like a knife key, a little knife. Some of these little things like this that you think are junk, you really got to check them out, because it's like Monroe, Louisiana pacemaker city. Not really sure what that's for, but then there's a couple patches in there. Here's a perfect example. So this is one of the items we took out of the house, and the family member which I spoke to you about, she went home and looked these up on eBay, and it's a bone handled knife. She went home, she looked it up, and she told me it was worth $200 to $300. So I flat out told her this is Cherokee. Here's the exact knife, the brand, so I know exactly how to look this up. It's a Cherokee Bowie knife. It does have a bone handle. So this is one of those late night TV specials. Sells for about $15 to $20. To this day, she's still convinced I ripped her off, but at the same time, I don't know how I could have ripped her off, because none of this was hers. It was all her wife's husband's father's stuff. We did get a couple antique insulators, so like made in the USA, and these are just Hemingways. I don't think there's a lot of value in them. So if they're not, I'll look them up. If they're not, they're gonna go on Whatnot.
Her wife's husband's father's stuff?
Yeah. Another one of those hand-carved wooden things that they did on a lathe. This is, again, I'm sure this is the same family member that did all these back in the 80s. Look, does not look very good right now. I guarantee you put some wax on this, you clean it up, this is going to be awesome. Well, inside there, we did find a few things, like a weird little pin, a 1944 Mexican coin, some Al-Anon coins. Well, the coolest thing here, I didn't even know that was there, a 1902 Indian head penny, and it looks to be in actually really good condition, other than a couple marks on it. But so when we first looked at this estate, This watch was here. Now it's gone. So, yeah, just the way it went. Another one of those sake cups. I think the fourth one's in here, but I don't know where. We got this little wooden box. That's stuff. It's cute. It's wood. It's going to go on whatnot. It's not worth a lot of money. This, again, is another one of those hand-carved pieces. And it will look a lot better with a little wax on it. But, Stella Artois cup. So this, yeah, that one's going to go on whatnot. Another insulator for these are more of that rainbow stoneware that we came up with yesterday. I got 4 of the coffee mugs of that, and inside one of them is our 4th sake cup. Here's a Tortilla Warmer. It is dated. It's Lynn Ulick 1990, made in the USA. It's probably gonna be a whatnot item. Really like this one. This is a antique axe head, and it's bit really bad though. I don't know. This might still have some value. If I can pull a maker's name off of these, sometimes it makes them worth a lot of money. Next, we got this is a vintage. It's just a glass, like a candy dish. It's not marked anywhere, but it does have a cool style. Celadon wood ash glaze. Some little bowl. Don't know. This is the base for that Panasonic phone. I doubt this is probably gonna just go to the thrift store.
A jacket.
Is that a Nike jacket, honey?
I don't know. Let me see. Nope. Activewear. Givenchy. Where do you want me to put this?
Just to the side.
That's everything.
It
on
looks
here.
like it's cast iron, but it's actually, the top is metal, the bottom might be white metal, or it might be, it's just very light to be metal. I don't know. There's a Summoning the Elements. This might be worth a couple dollars. It's a Summoning the Elements pewter figurine on the base. You can see it signed down there. And yeah, the Wrangler extra large. This is the black pearl snap front shirt, that of wooden beads and a brass ankh, Egyptian style ankh, wherever you can. This is another one of those pearl snap shirts. This one's a Levi, and it is vintage. Might be vintage. Well, I don't know how vintage, but this is a stone cross, the Viking style with the Celtic knot on it. And this is a carved scarab, Egyptian scarab. It's got the, usually that's some sort of prayer on the bottom, and the top is a scarab.
Wrangler, I think. Western shirt.
Pearl snap front. Yeah, this is like a heavy duty Wrangler pearl snap front shirt. This one's definitely heavier. Kind of got that Native American style to it, but it's got that nice Wrangler tag on it. Don't remember what these are called. I think it's a prayer wheel, but it's wood. It's got the prayer on the inside. Have a look that up. Candle snuffer. I'm sure we'll resell those.
A stick, I'm not sure what it's used for. And a little mini figurine. It looks like it's big.
We got this Panhandle rough stock, 100% cotton, snap front shirt again.
Someone working on a statue, it looks like.
Oh yeah, Sculptor.
Yeah.
Got 2 of these little brass planters or vases. We got another Buddha. He looks to be like a rosewood style. Actually, I think it's resin painted to look like rosewood. And this is a set of tarot cards, but I'll see if I can figure out like who they are, but they come in this wood case. So they come like that, and your tarot cards are inside. Brooks and Dunn. This one's really decorative. It's kind of got that Nashville look with all the embroidery and stuff on it. This one is a pearl snap too. There's a bunch of pearl snaps in there. I remember that one at least.
This is a salt and pepper shaker. It looks like it's
Mid-century modern.
Mid-century modern salt and pepper shaker. Super cool.
So this is, I'm pretty sure this is a Egyptian style prayer jar. It has a prayer on the inside, I think. Oh yeah, and it's probably a copy of like something they found in an Egyptian tomb. Kind of a neat, it's probably a souvenir piece, terracotta.
Next is this Flying R ranchwear. You know, just like the shirt.
It's a pearl snap shirt.
Pearl snap shirt.
This is a vintage wooden salt and pepper shakers. Well, it's a salt shaker with a pepper mill. Pretty cool. It's a vintage, kind of a vintage look to it. There is old Thompson.
This one is really stained.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool runner type thing. It's going to be a hand knotted. You would think it'd be Native American, but what they told me is when you see the fringe on the side, it's going to be Indian, like India, not Native American Indian. Okay, everybody. So that's pretty much all we pulled out of that estate. Again, because we had to do it so fast, there was a lot of stuff that went to the thrift stores that I probably would have kept and resold, but it is what it is. I built that probability into the cost, so it didn't hurt me in the slightest. I mean, I'll make a little bit less, but it's okay. So rule number one, you want to do this, make sure you have a contract, especially if you're dealing with family. I've dealt with like lawyers and other places that will come into these unattended estates. Never been a problem. A handshake's really good, you know, because most of them have zero sentimental value. But if you're dealing with the family, make sure you have contracts.
Even if they barely know the person.
Yeah, you have a contract with the person who's the trustee of the estate, and that way you're covered. And you don't have to go through like what I went through on this one. This was a horrible experience, but I learned a lesson. So at least I screwed up, I know it, but I learned something from it. So we're going to be processing that. That will take a little bit of time, and so that's going to help our summer out. And then I've actually found a place to buy lots of t-shirts and comic books and a few other items at really, really reasonable prices. So I'm going to actually try to up my whatnot over the next, I don't know, couple weeks. So I'm doing at least maybe 2 to 4 shows a week. Right now I've been trying to do one, but I haven't done one this week. So we will try to get one done. But that's all we got. So anyhow, thanks everybody so much. You all have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.